Basically, what I do, well, first I'm from New York, and that is one of my markets, but my other market is Florida and then PA as well. In Florida, we're looking at more like buy and holds, and then we're also wholesaling a few, but we're looking at everything. So buy and holds, fix and flips, besides novations, we're actually looking at too. And then in New York, it's more so just ideally flips. But and then we're also trying to get into lending, a little bit of lending, trying to learn from Jada.
We will actually starting next week. We're going to do a short series. So for the next couple of Saturdays, we're going to have more of a theme, and if we can, we'll bring in guest speakers. So we're thinking about having a guest speaker that'll go on about flips. So I know you were kind of do everything. There's been a couple other people that have come. I don't know if they could come today, but they also want to do flips and they kind of understand where to start. And it's crazy because even if you're a general contractor and you're like, I have 15 years in general contracting, to a lot of lenders, that still doesn't equate to experience as a fix and because your whether the project is delayed or not doesn't really matter too much to a contractor because it's not your deadline. Like you're
Hmm.
not having to finish the rehab in a month or two so that you can put it on the market in time for spring or summer or whatever it may be when families are moving. And so it's all of those different numbers and different timing things that go into experience with flips and such.
Yep.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Armand, hello. Claudio, Uriel, Carlos, Colleen, the goat. She's always coming. Hello.
Hi, Jada. How's it going?
It's going well. Here we have a lot of new
Perfect.
people. So while I get things
I
and
think we'll have some of our team members attending too. So Claudio is the leader. I have another deal to bring into the table. So I asked him, if I call you up, Claudio, you need to help me because I'm the administrator. I don't do deals, but I'm learning. There's always a room to learn, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, I think we'll have a few more that will be joining in. Hi, Claudio.
Hi, Claudio.
He's shy.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I mean, I'm waiting for deals to get sent to me. I know that Juan's working on it. So who
I
else?
just I just emailed one to try.
Okay.
It's in Texas. And then I wanted to check on that one that we had last week. Um, I've been just as busy as he is, so we didn't really have time to. Is it better if I call him or email and wait for an email? How does
Never
this
wait. Never wait for a chai. I would say
work? Okay,
always.
so just keep pushing him every day. Send him a new email, or should I call him? Which is better?
Both. I mean, I would say more that probably leave the email and then clog up his phone or his Instagram. He'll
Can I
he'll
get his? Oh, you know what? That's what you said. And I'm rarely on there. Just
That's
I
fine.
should make more effort. Could I get his contact number, please, in the chat?
I'll go ahead and I'll text it to you or I'll message you, DM you in the chat. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
or I guess everyone in general, if Chai is like, yeah, just reach out to me. I'd say it's good to keep the email thread. Um, hey B, it's good to keep an email thread as simple as possible. Blow
Mhm.
up people's phones. Like if they're saying that they're going to give you help, then make sure they do. And a lot of times, at least for me now, I know a little more that I can, busy people can be busy. So it's totally fine. Like I appreciate when people reach out to me again. They're like, "Hey, just following up." One thing I definitely don't advise is to ever joke about like, "Oh, haha, I thought you were ignoring me," or "I thought." Don't do that.
Oh, no, that's not business-like. But I think I'll try and reach out to him on IG as well.
Perfect. And we see him here. So go ahead and ask
Yeah.
him in a bit.
Okay.
But
Thanks.
yeah, of course, Colleen. I would love to get to you. Be Juan and Colleen.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Yo.
Good time.
Hey, how are you? How are you?
Good. How
Oh,
are
there
you?
he is. Good
Hi.
morning, Chai.
Armando B. Uriel, how are you? Claudio. Arman, what's up, man?
Not
Back.
much.
Hey, Armando.
So,
Hey, good
fun
morning.
fact, not fun fact, well, uh, a sort of like an inspiring story. Arman joined our call for the first time last week. And during the week, he has brought me 3 deals. That's insane. That's good job, Arman. That was awesome.
Armand, you're killing it.
Thank
Let's
you.
So, and I mean, one of them is a full seller finance deal in Dallas. Another one we are going to look at today is sorry, I didn't call you back, Arman. I just thought we'll look at it on the call today.
Oh no, I had work anyway, so I was not free once like
Yeah. Okay,
10
no,
minutes.
perfect. That worked out.
There we
So,
That's awesome. Yeah, right now I know
yeah,
that
we can start. Let me see.
we have Juan that wants to take a look at a deal, Armand and Colleen. And wait, let's not just blow past this. Let's put some fires in the freaking chat for Armand, because that's really good for being somebody that's so new in this field to get.
So Arman is 18 years old, by the way, guys. So if that's
Get a lot
not
of free time in
inspiring enough
college.
for you, I don't know what is. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so with that, on that positive note, let's jump in. Let's see what we got going on. Colleen sent me a deal. Can I show you guys something fun real quick? Maybe you guys will like it or not. So here it is. Okay.
Ooh.
So this efiletexas.gov is a website where you can file for eviction online. Okay. Last time we looked at one more tool called something like mailform.io. I don't know if you guys looked at. So this is an online way to send anything with USPS. They will print it and mail it physically to someone. Doesn't need an account. It's very minimal like fees. The same way you have efiletexas. Oh, not that one.
File. So how would you feel before you'd have? Could you serve the tenant directly, or do you have to have somebody else?
Yeah, so first we tried to internalize all our processes. Okay. We will start using maybe a vendor initially, or lawyer, or a third-party company like a TC or something, but we will eventually start internalizing things. The reason I need to internalize anything in my business is not because I can't pay, or not because, I mean, there is different trains of thoughts. Everybody has different thoughts, and that's where underwriting comes in. Okay. For me, what suits me is, or rather internalizing anything suits my business. Okay. For you, it may not, because you have completely different goals. So the reason it suits my business is because I have multiple businesses. Okay. I need more things for my people to do. Okay. The more things I have for them to do, the more people I can hire, and the more money that I spend outside, I can pay them as a salary. So, for example, getting a foreclosure, an eviction done by a lawyer is going to cost me $1,000. Okay. For $1,000, I can get 3 people's salary, or 1 month's salary, one person's salary for 3 months. Sorry, 3 months. Okay. So because I don't have to hire VAs like you guys do, or maybe some of you do. Like, you can go online and find a VA company that charges you $8-9 an hour. For my guys, I pay $3 an hour, because even that process we have internalized. What that means is we have a team in Philippines that does the hiring for us. So we have 2 people that are paid highly in our company, and they've been with us for 6-7 years. And now they go out and hire people so the company that you're going to hire for $8-9, they are going to hire people for $3-4-5 and keep the commission for themselves, which is not a bad start. That's how I started. But now I look at every penny that goes out to a vendor could be my people's salary, as my people's salary, right? So that's where, like me, I can send a notice on mailform.io, use that notice, go on e-file Texas and upload it, and then just file eviction myself. And all I got to do is just go for eviction. And even to go for eviction, there are people I have that can just go for eviction because I have hired them on my payroll. Okay, now I have a guy who actually specializes for evictions and foreclosures, and he will go on your behalf. And I'm sure you can find someone in your area like that. But yeah, my goal is to use that guy so that I train my guy with him. Okay, so it's very important to think strategic from the get-go. So strategic. So one of the biggest arguments I always have with any of my partners is lack of strategic thinking. The more tactical you think every day, the less growth you're going to see in your business. That's how I see it. So for you as a new businessman or business person, an entrepreneur, you need to start thinking strategic. Doesn't mean, you don't let things go. I still went to the property yesterday myself, and then I was late to my investor meeting for half an hour because I was at the property checking my contractor's work. Even though my businesses are white collar, I still live the blue collar life because I choose to live that life. First of all, I enjoy that life. I don't like white collar sitting on the computer life. But I also like to touch and feel things and see how things are going. Because I went there, I realized my showers were not centered. The shower wall was offset in both bathrooms. Then my commode was not correctly centered in the space where I'm building it. So there's a lot of little things you're going to notice very quickly when you do these things. So let's see if I can show you this quickly.
Has anyone here had to evict a tenant before? Put a 1 in the chat. I haven't, thank goodness.
So the faster you evict someone, the better, like the faster you're gonna move forward in your business. That's how I see it. Because evicting someone becomes like, it sounds like this big deal, and until you go through it yourself. Once you go through it, it's like, oh, that was so easy. So you just start putting structure in your brain when that happens. Oh, eviction can take 2 months, 3 months. So 3 months of rent, that's my contingency in my mind. Okay, so when you buy the property, the reason we buy 30% below market is because we have all these contingencies built in. Okay, so over time, the value is going to grow and your contingencies are going to grow. But value is going to grow faster than your contingencies. So in rental real estate, it takes 5 to 7 years to start seeing cash flow in today's environment. Okay, so rental should not be your main strategy, or you should not rely on that income to live off of. Okay, you need to wait 5 to 7 years for it to start paying you anything. Today, you're buying any property for long-term reasons. Okay, long-term value, long-term wealth, m- uh, accumulation of long-term wealth. You're not going to get today's money with rental. In fact, it's going to take more money out of your pocket every day. Okay, like this eviction for that matter.
Cool. Thanks for showing us, Jack.
Okay, let me see if I can. I just want to check this real quick.
Wow.
Okay, I don't even know how to do this, honestly, but we'll get someone else to show you next time. It's already filled in. Let me check. One second.
Yeah, I think this will, you'll get probably a little more practice on this. Colleen, what was it you wanted to check on the deal from last week and another deal that you sent over?
Yes, please. It was that Orlando, Florida deal, Chai.
This, oh, okay.
Would
Oh,
you be
yeah.
able to forward the email
This is
to
the same one or this is the different one? Oh, this is wrong.
That's the second one. That's the one I just sent you for today.
Yeah, let's work on this one first, and then Colleen, can you also re-forward the Orlando email so that it's top of his inbox?
Okay. Or I can get with you on this, Chai, later through IG or your contact number.
No, it's okay. We can look at
Okay.
this.
All
This
right.
is, I mean, I know this where this is exactly, and it's gonna be open and shut case. I can tell you that
Okay.
very quickly because I looked at something that stood out. I mean, two things I looked at. One is good, one is very bad, and let's look at it real quick. Okay, can you guys tell me in this what is a good and bad thing, real quick? Oh well, never mind, never mind. There is no good, only bad here. I thought this was interest rate. That's why I thought it was awesome, but this is commission paid to the agent. Arrears are terrible. I know Rockwall, Texas very well. It's in the Dallas area, very good area. Problem is, let's see this mortgage statement. Okay, where is the interest rate? 4.49. Outstanding principal is 924. Oh my God, it's a massive house. Okay, so things are starting to look a little different, and we'll see why. Okay.
What was
Oh,
the rate?
oh, this is a massive house. This is awesome. 4,000 on 2 acres.
Dang.
This is for sale.
So what are you looking at as you're going through these photos?
I'm just looking at the updates, and I have some like thoughts on this unrelated to the deal, which is not going to affect the deal very much, but these are, let's see how old this is. This is a 2021 build. 2021 to 2025, the things that are in style have changed. Okay, so this is now almost like this style is not in anymore. Even though you think it's modern, the gray floors are not in style anymore. There is more, what do you call that color? More,
like the light woods.
yeah, lighter woods are more popular these days. The walls need to be more white. The grays are like instead of these split face things, there is more decorative walls are more popular. So so that's what I was looking for. I just looked at something yesterday, and there was a reel that was, oh, so kitchen cabinets are probably okay. So this house, only an end buyer is gonna, I mean, only a very limited pool of end buyers is gonna buy this. Okay. So although it's a good deal on like sitting on a large lot, uh, it's just not in the affordability zone. That's why I said like earlier, it's pretty much open and shut for underwriting from my perspective. Anybody looking to buy their own house, this could be a good deal for them because of the interest rate mainly. But other than that, I don't see any major positive things about this. Maybe, I mean, it may go up in value considering the lot size. It's also closer to a major lake. And so, so this lake right here, oh, this is not in actual rock wall, it's further down. But this one, so we had a property here that we almost missed out on. There is a major resort coming here in this area somewhere. Like not like Disney, but something like that. I can't remember the name, but so the values in this area are gonna go. They're going to grow. So that's why I was curious. But it's $1 million deals up to. It's very like it's for very few people. And so, any questions about that, Colleen?
No, I got my answers, but thank you very much.
No, of
But
course.
maybe I do have a question. So
Yeah.
if we would think about having this purchase by a buyer, we would look for someone that's looking for a home to live in, preferably, correct?
Yeah. But again,
Okay.
that's finding that one buyer is very
I mean, I think we're just gonna put this on the side, but just in case I get asked that question, I'll know
yeah,
how to answer them.
correct.
And it's amazing how in 4 years, this house is 2021. In 4 years, it changes dynamically.
Oh,
I
yeah.
find that.
Yeah, the style changes in the market very quickly.
Okay. Thank you.
No, of course. I wanted to miss.
And then I just emailed the Florida one, but you'll see our conversations in between that. I just carried on the thread.
Yeah. I think
When you
that's
get a chance.
Yes. Let me see if I can find that reel. There was a very informative reel. Oh, there it is. Okay.
You're putting it in the chat. Oh, you're putting.
Yeah.
In order to get a house to sell in 2025, you have to use a whole new design strategy. White tile is out, colors are in. One solid paint color is out, feature walls are in. Gray undertones are out, blonde is in.
Blonde, that's what I was.
Make sure you're always up to date on new design trends and what's selling so your flip doesn't sit on the market.
This is on point, that advice.
Yeah,
you-
thank you.
That's why I said what I said. Okay. Do you want to look at your last week's deal?
Yes, because you said you would take it, but I just wanted to know where we go from there. This would be like my first, right?
Yeah.
So
Remind me the address again. Let me see.
hold on, let me pull up that email.
Didn't we have something
118 Trade Winds TER.
118?
Oh, it's in the Atlantic, Florida. 32903.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I remember this.
Into Atlantic.
Atlantic, yeah. So are they willing to take the offer? I think there was some stipulations we discussed, right?
I think you just said, you know what, I'll take this deal. Someone else asked about it in the chat. but when you said you take it, I'm like, okay, well, I think we're gonna go with
No, no, no.
John.
I mean, take it as in, I don't know. Let's talk about this offline. Let's see what these numbers are. I don't want to go over the same deal again.
Okay,
But
yeah,
my
that makes
question
sense.
to you is, did you talk to the realtor or the seller? Are they willing to go forward?
What I was in the middle of doing was connecting you and Jonathan together. He's on our Royal Equity team. He was
Okay.
in charge and gave me the deal.
Okay.
But then he said, Colleen, just go ahead and work with him. Let's do it. And I'm like, okay, I'll learn
Okay.
how to do this.
Okay, let's see. Whenever you get a chance, let's talk to your partner later today or during the week,
Okay,
and we'll
okay,
go from there.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
awesome. All right, who do we have next?
We got Juan. And I forwarded you
Juan,
his.
how are you, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
How are
good.
you?
Uh,
I
Arman, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, if you have the details of that Huntsville deal, can you send it to my email and we can bring that up
You want me
next?
to you want me to send the memorandum in like my underwriting or just the memorandum?
Whatever you have, just send it to my email. We can
All right,
talk
perfect.
through it later. Okay,
Okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Because I was just in the middle of sending you actually another one that I was just curious about, but the first one was the one that I already sent, the 2881 Kokomo Loop.
Okay, 1 second. Did you send me something?
I forwarded it to you.
Oh, 2881. Okay, what is this? A sub 2? Let me just pull up on the screen.
It's
Yeah,
the
Cash.
2881.
So I
As
see
a
creative offer.
Yeah, so I just ran a bunch of numbers as far as like cash and creative.
Okay.
Um, I was curious because the only way it really works is as a creative sub 2, just taking it over.
Yeah.
But I was just based on the numbers I ran, it breaks even basically as a long term. But I was just curious if it's something like worth pursuing or if you think it's just
Yeah,
not really.
let's see. Let's see. Where is this? Okay, Lakeland, Orlando. Okay. Again, I have very limited local knowledge of these areas because I know Airbnb is a pretty shitty strategy in that area because there is just everybody is doing Airbnb, right?
No, yeah,
Uh,
it's definitely tough.
from what I know. But again, there is also huge demand, so might not be as bad, but
Mm.
maybe you know more than me. But let's still look at it. I mean, numbers don't lie. So when I say it's a bad strategy in certain area, it's good and bad. Okay. If you are a very low touch investor, like you want to be a white collar businessman, sitting in the office, letting property management run things, and there is nothing wrong with that. You can grow your businesses like that very effectively, but then you have to be more careful about your numbers. Okay, because there is more chances how things will go wrong. Uh, but when you are more involved investor, which makes you a good operator, and today 2025 is a good operator's year. Like good operators are going to thrive in this market. All the like investors, investors have grown from 0 to 3,000 apartment units, 5,000 apartment units, and still failed in this market because they were never a good operator. They just rode the market at the right time. Okay.
Mhm.
So for you to ride this wave, you have to force yourself to become a good operator, which I mean, that's all I'm about. Okay. I
Mhm.
want all my businesses to have core strengths built in. Okay. So just because your market is saturated doesn't mean you cannot dominate. In fact, you can dominate by adding more creativity, which forces you to be a good operator. So let's see how those numbers are looking. Okay, going back to yours, as is comms, what's it listed at?
It's listed at 378. If you click on it, or actually, yeah, that's the, I don't know.
Okay, 378, as is 415 ARV, STR 3 per month. This is from home ads, okay. TR 5 grand, okay, not bad. Okay, good job doing all this, man. This is only if everybody did this. ARV time
It's because it's basically already ARV condition. It doesn't need any repairs.
mortgage. So is the seller willing to take this offer, or you just built your offer so far?
This is we were gonna present the cash offer. I already spoke to the agent. They're open to creative. They've already gotten offers. She sent me the mortgage statement over as well. And this is basically how it would, the best case scenario where it would work is basically if it was this.
Okay, so the total payment is how much?
The thing is also is because the mortgage they have right now, it's a bad interest. Like that's what's really killing it. It's like 7, I believe. I gotta double check, but I think it's 7%. But the thing is, if you were to just DSCR out of it, like, hold it for a year, if it
Okay.
wasn't for the mortgage, it essentially does cash flow very well.
Well, DSCR isn't necessarily on the low end right now. I mean, the lowest I've seen has been 6.875, but that's with great credit, great experience, and the deal has a good ratio. So I would probably estimate, I would always say do conservative, like mid 7%.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gotcha.
DSCR loans also come with prepayment penalties as well. So if you want to sell this at all, I'd say probably wait about 3 years so you don't get penalties.
Okay. I want to ask you, like, okay, so this total is around 700 plus 150, which is 2850, right? Total.
Yeah, I
Okay.
estimated around like 3K,
So
yeah.
2850 plus mortgage insurance, like almost 3000 plus utilities, 3250. So your so 3250 and
That's taking out also, I believe I set it up. So the first one is $300 setting aside as monthly reserves, and then the second one is just if you didn't set anything aside.
okay. What about maintenance? Maintenance is usually 10% of long-term rent on an average per month. So you're another 350 to knock off that. And is this number, the short-term rental numbers you have here, is it after paying the management company or before?
This, I believe, is before. Yeah, this is just
I
managed, not
don't
now
have
from.
an account. Um,
Is that a new website, Chai?
Yeah,
I've
so
never,
that's the one he used here.
oh, okay, I've never heard
So
of
I'm
it.
just checking. I've never used it before myself.
It's just go to the calculator. If you do homeads.com/calculator, they just have a calculator you can use.
Never heard of, I've only heard of like, AirDNA and just never heard of home ads. Something new. Like how to convert your short-term rental into a,
Yeah.
okay. Love.
There's ton of these on the internet. Okay, so taxes, service fees,
Doesn't include it.
So I would, from this number, okay, say 5,400 times 0.85 minus utilities. I mean, 250 is just not enough for utilities. I almost guarantee you 500 is more like it. Minus 350.
Although actually, because I think I got that from the agent itself, the utilities.
I know, but when people are living in it that are
Oh, I
vacationing,
got you.
they are gonna keep the doors open while your AC is running full speed. That happens. So minus your 2,850 is your payment. Sorry, actually 3,000 because of the mortgage insurance. So you are making more like 740, which is not a lot. So it's a tight deal, I can tell you that. Maybe midterm rental might make more sense because you could push utilities on people sometimes. Long term definitely doesn't make sense.
No.
I have no cash flow left. But good website. But yeah, it's a tight deal.
Okay.
You can try to sell it. Someone will buy it. If they do creative offer, I think you should be able to assign it to someone who might want to.
Yeah, because that's how I set it up. So I
Yeah.
set it up as
Like you
me
need
assigning
to
it.
reach out to local Airbnb groups where,
Okay.
yeah, then and pitch it to them.
All right.
That's
So
your,
maybe pitch it to them, see if they. Okay. Sounds good.
yeah. Good luck. Any other questions? But great job with this whole analysis.
The other one I
I would add
just.
more contingencies for maintenance and utilities. Utilities you already have, but not enough, I feel like. And maintenance is like usually 10% of the long-term rental. And I will show you my P&L over and over and over, like every year. I check that over and over again, and somehow that 10% number just does not go down. It's
Wow.
funny how it works. And this is me managing property myself. I mean, I have property management team that looks that runs a pretty tight shift overall. And
I
we
just sent you.
negotiate with every contractor every time, even though they've been working for me for years. I mean, I just yeah, these are all my, I mean, monthly plumbers invoices. And I told him, okay, I dropped this down by almost whatever that number is. Like it was 2,680, so we negotiated it down. So this is for the whole month. So we do this with everything, and the more you try to let things go, the more they're going to hurt, because that is going to affect my bottom line. So you have to do a lot of little things to improve your bottom line all the time.
Gotcha.
And then basically I'm trying to develop that culture. I'm trying to push it on my people more and more, but I'm still keeping all the money flow under my control. Okay. I mean, someone can wire the money for me, but I'll be the one to approve it, for example. So, so when I say 10%, I really mean it, that it takes 10% to manage a property, 3,350. Well, okay. So good job with this, and hope you find a buyer if they are gonna take this deal. So 24 plus all this, is that what they want?
No, it's all in. It's like
All in. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, in that case, it might work because it's a low entry fee. So there is, I would even go up a little on this.
You
Like
think
you
so?
can even try for 15 grand assignment.
Wow. Okay. No,
Because
yeah, because the other thing
you're
is,
at 400 range, they can go up to 40 grand.
the
To
other reason too is because you see the reserve escrow, the way I set it
Yeah.
up is when we do like assign a sub two, we usually have we have them set up a reserve account with like 2 to 3 months of the monthly
Mhm.
payments to keep. And so I just calculated that into the entry fee as well.
Okay. What's the interest rate, by the way?
I could actually just I'm gonna just pull it up real quick.
So 2129 for 346 loan amount, more like
It's
5% or something.
it's a 7.37%.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hurt.
Yep.
For sure. So that's why it may not sell. So then maybe don't over
Mm-hmm.
this people. Like you need some sort of carrot. This is your carrot. People will contact you more if they saw that number in spite of
Gotcha.
7%.
What's it called? I sent another one. I don't know if Jada got to it yet, but that one, it's just mainly one question. It's just because I think the only way it would work is as a novation. I'm just not sure.
Okay.
Send it over, Jack.
Okay.
Juan, are you in Florida?
I am not in Florida, but Florida is one of my main markets. I'm in New York.
So, I don't know if you know Barbara Posada.
No, I do not.
Okay, so she's actually in, I'm 99.9, she's in Haines City. I'm not sure if she's a buyer. I know she lends. She does a number of things. And well, she's buying, I think, RV parks, but she's definitely a good contact to get more insight. I can type her name in the chat on the side.
Yeah, that'd be
And
great. Thank
she
you
might be
very
able to help you. Yep, she's actually local in Haines City. I'm in Florida, but she's like 4 hours away from me.
much.
Sub two, yeah. So someone to reach out to, and I don't know, you never know how she can connect you with someone there. You just never know.
No, yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Let's look at Arman's deal real quick. Arman, you there?
Is this our
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, so I looked at the numbers. So it's selling for almost 1.1 million.
Yes, but
Uh,
I talked to the agent and everything. I think I'm getting get them down to closer to 850.
yeah, that's why I was gonna just tell you closer to that number. I was gonna say 800, but see the thing with this is you know how much they bought for last 725. Okay.
Yes.
Now we don't know like what I need to know is this. Okay, let's see the condition of the property. Okay, this is a 50s build or original floors. Siding may have been updated at some point. Roof looks newer.
Go
Yes.
ahead. What were you saying?
Apparently 16 of the units have been rehabbed within the past year.
Okay.
And he said, no, 17 of the units. 17 of the units. There's 3 that
Okay.
needed work.
Okay.
It's a lot of comps.
Birmingham Metro. Say this one. Okay.
What are you looking for as you're going through these?
I'm trying to read this like commercial real estate is it's currently rented, rents are under market is providing cash flow property. 2.8 acre, high demand, additional call broker.
All units are 1-1s. It looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so they put tile and I want to see what upgrades were done to the building because it's a 50s building, which means the underground plumbing under the foundation is almost always gone. And in 50s they have the metal pipes underground. Now we do PVC pipes. So the metal pipes corrode over time. They are broken in places. And if that is not, that's a big expense. But again, looking at this building, it may look like there is a crawl space under it. So the foundation and other things. So the
Okay.
biggest challenges are insulation, plumbing, foundation, and electrical wiring for
Okay.
older properties. So
Got it.
of these four things, what was done to it so far? That's the question. Because
Okay.
numbers are pretty decent. There is P&L, gross monthly with 15% vacancy, gross yearly 135, all expenses without the mortgage payment is 136, NOI is 98, and they are ready to let it go for 850, which is almost 11% cap rate, which is a very good thing.
Yes. In my the spreadsheet I made, I got it. I put a 10% management fee, so I think my cap rate I got was a little lower because
Where
I
is
added
the
that.
management fee?
Do you see that link I put in the
Oh,
email?
this is yours. Okay.
Yeah, that's my now.
Okay.
If you request access, I can just give it to you right now.
Let me know when.
I should have just shared it.
All
There you
right.
go.
So is this interest only or is this with
That's full
principal
mortgage
and
payments. I
interest?
didn't know how to do interest only or anything, so I just did
This is
full
principal
mortgage
and
payments.
interest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's full PMT. Okay. Total NOI 79. That's after management. F4.
I did 25% down because I didn't know how much down was like normal. So
Yes,
I just put
25
like
is
what I
right.
thought. Okay.
Yeah, so even after doing all that, cash flow is only 11.5%. That's the only concern I have overall.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not. So the loan amount is. So why is it okay? Rehab plus. Okay, you added more things to it. Yeah, good analysis though. Very nice.
Thank you.
Net profit. That's so property sale 900,000.
I just said the property didn't appreciate at all because I didn't know like
No,
what
but how will
appreciation
the
would be.
net profit be 193 if you sold it for 900,000? You bought it for 850.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know how to do that, so I was kind of just I took
Yeah,
like
so
how
it's
much
not.
money.
Again, this is pretty much market value deal. The rents are
Okay.
not growing as fast as they thought they would. So if the rents don't grow and you're buying something closer to market level, So two things have to happen. One is the area has to really grow like Dallas for people
Okay.
to create a large demand in that area. Then the values will go up, because if someone's paying 850, the other person will want to pay 875, and the another one will say 900, and that bidding war will push the prices up, so which will push the cap rate down. Again,
Okay.
who here does not understand cap rate? Be honest, don't worry. Type 1 in the chat if you don't know what cap rate means.
Got a
Yes,
what?
thank you. Thank you. Okay, so cap rate is it's a very simple and a thumb rule type of analysis. Okay, for something that, let's see this spreadsheet. Okay, okay, so pro forma is a future value of the property. This is current P&L. This is the current situation. So we always use current situation to determine the cap rate, because you are buying it today based on today's numbers. Okay. Remember that if anyone told you to calculate off of future numbers, then it's not fair. And I'll tell you why and when you can consider future numbers, but let's focus on the cap rate right now. 11,000 is the monthly rent income, which is a result of all these 675, 650, 680, all these monthly rents that total up to 11,205, okay, or 11,250, whatever. Times 12 is yearly gross rent income is 135,000, okay. Now you deduct all the expenses except your loan payments or mortgage payments. Why? Because when you calculate cap rate, it is based on the assumption that you are buying something or any piece of property cash. Okay. If you pay cash to buy this property, 1.1 million or whatever that number they are looking for, if you pay cash 1.1 million, after expenses, how much you got left in hand and what percentage of the purchase price that is the cap rate. So after all these expenses, you are left with 98,000 in hand, and that 98,000 divided by 1.145, which looks like their original asking price, is 8.6%. Okay, so if you held this property in cash, which some people want to do it because they want to park their cash, and real estate is probably the best place to park cash for anybody. So if a wealthy individual wants to park their money in cash in this property, they are going to take home 8.6% on a yearly basis, which is great, by the way. Okay, for someone making 8.6%. But now for me and some of you, maybe I don't have $1 million to just park, because I have 1,000 other ideas I can do with that $1 million. So I'm never going to just park my money. Maybe when I grow older and I want to lower my liabilities and I have a lot of disposable cash, then I can probably I'll want to park my cash and just collect income. But until then, I'm I'm gonna buy this, maybe cash, maybe with a bridge loan, or maybe directly using financing. But as soon as I buy, and if I buy cash, I'm going to go to the bank and refinance as much as I can from that property. Okay. So today I'm going to make 8.6%, which is what cap rate means. But when I refinance, now I have to deduct my loan payments from this number, which is what Armand did. In this, he deducted the loan payments. And one more thing he added is the management fee, because he knows if I'm buying this sitting in Houston, I'm not going to be, even though I know my team can handle it, the local on ground situation might be different, and I might want to use a local management company. and that's probably how much it will cost, the 10%. Okay, so, and I'm sure I can find someone cheaper, but let's go with 10% as a general rule, and minus my loan payments, and that's how much I will walk away with. That's how much I will walk away with. Okay, and that will be that divided by how much I left in the property, which is closer to 250 or something, because I put 212,500 as my down payment for the loan, and then some closing costs that I won't get back. So if I make 28,800 per year and I have 250,000 stuck in that deal, I will be walking away with 11.5% of cash on cash income, not including my principal pay down, not including any other appreciation and other things that came with that deal. So that's what cap rate means, and this is cash on cash. That's the differentiation. Okay, cash on cash is calculated when you have a loan. Cap rate is calculated when you don't have a loan, and cap rate is a very rough way to understand if you're getting a good value or not. Okay, so now what I said earlier is you cannot use future value of the property, I'm sorry, future numbers of the property to determine current value, because this, I mean, this may be way under market, and next, like after I stabilize this deal, this may go up to 250. So if this goes up to 250, this NOI or net operating income will double almost, because I just added 100 grand to this number, and that 100 grand will also get added because expenses usually don't grow as much as rents. So expenses grow at a very very slow pace compared to the rent when something is way under market. Okay, so if this grows to 200,000, the value of this thing can double at the same cap rate. Okay, if someone tried to sell you that crap, never listen to it, because they are requesting you to pay future value based on today's numbers. There are situations when you are buying a property in an area which is super hot, that the land value itself outweighs all these calculations. So maybe the land value of this parcel is already at 2 million and you are paying 1.145 to buy a cash flowing asset. So in that case, you could consider going up in going up on your offer. Or sometimes the market rents are at 1,000 and current owner is charging only like 300-400. So if they are that off, then the current owner is usually going to get more uh, like higher bids than the market cap rate. So here is one thing about cap rate. A lot of times, if the deals are mediocre, then the cap rate can be applied as a general rule, depending on the market. For example, this is Huntsville, Alabama, which is not as hot as Dallas. So the demand for Huntsville, Alabama deals is a lot less compared to anything similar deal in Dallas. Okay, so the Dallas deal will probably sell at 1.3 million, whereas this deal is struggling to sell at 1.14 with the same numbers, because people are more bullish on Dallas. So they're okay to take less profits today in the deal and bet on the future value growth. Whereas in Huntsville, Alabama, you probably are not going to get the value growth that you will get in Dallas. So you don't want to sacrifice your current returns based on future value because you don't see any. So that's how the valuation changes. So Huntsville, Alabama may be at 8 to 9 cap rate in general for mediocre deals. Dallas may be at 5 to 6 cap rate for mediocre deals. But whenever you get one of those extremely distressed deals or kick-ass deals, in simple words, you don't have to abide yourself by the cap rate calculation. So cap rate is very, very rough way to evaluate deals when the growth in rents is mediocre, like 10, 20, 25%. But when the rents are 40, 50% under market, then your cap rate is out the window. Then you have to just evaluate the numbers or bring it to this call and we can evaluate it for you. So be very careful with multifamily. Multifamily can be very deceiving, and not because and what one of the biggest things that I'm usually worried about for people is you go down the wrong rabbit hole and you waste so much of your time behind wrong deals because you were presented a very like wrong scenario by someone based on the future valuation. People will say, oh, it's going to value in future, it will sell for 5 million. So today you give me 4 million, but today it's only worth 1 million. Maybe I will give you 2 million, but I'm not going to go up to 4 million. So that's how you look at things. So it's a little convoluted for apartment complexes compared to single family, only because single family is based on the amount your neighbors are selling at. Okay. That's called sales comparison approach. Okay. And versus multifamily is based on income approach. How much money that apartment complex is making, that determines the value. So
I have a question on that.
yeah.
You just answered 99% of my question.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. So I didn't look at the pictures of this property, but with multifamily, if there's a building next to this one that is only because you can see that in other parts of the country, it's happening here in South Florida
Yeah.
and Charlotte. Like Charlotte is a big hot, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
It's, really developing right now. We were just there a few weeks ago. My daughter's moving there for college, so I was like,
Nice.
what is happening here?
Oh yeah,
So
that
I'm
Charlotte is going crazy. 100%.
yeah, in a good way. So when and then looking at Alabama, if his building is renting for $10,000 a month, but then next door there's another building that's being built by a developer, brand new, and they're renting the units for $1,000 a month. He can't make that comparison, his older unit to the new one. He would have to get his older building, bring it up to date to then be able to compare rent rolls. Otherwise,
Pretty much.
you're just comparing like your own to your own versus your sales compare, which I fully understand, your sales comparisons for single family.
So sales comparison approach or income approach, you just don't forget the fundamentals of that property. You cannot ignore the year it was built. You cannot ignore the upgrades it has. You cannot ignore the fundamental aspects of that deal just because you're in a hot city.
Right.
I mean, if I give you iPhone 10 versus iPhone 16 or 18, whatever the latest is,
Mhm.
you're going to pick the iPhone, the latest iPhone, right?
Right.
So that's how it is. Like, no matter where you are, for the same price, people are going to run to that new place,
And he
right?
would have to upgrade, I mean, I guess he would have to upgrade his property to add value to it, right?
Correct.
In order to get it to the $1,000 rent price point versus his that's paying, I think it was $675 a month. Okay, I wanted to understand
Yeah.
because I think it's a little bit more high level.
Yeah, it is. But it's not as difficult as you would think. It's
Yeah.
just use common sense. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't like, see, if I told you, okay, you have to follow 8% cap rate in Alabama, whatever. or 9%.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come across a guy, or let's just take this example. If this property was not producing 11,000 per month, and
Mm-hmm.
instead it was producing 5,000 per month, this will look like 50,000. And then with that 9% cap rate calculation, the value will drop down to like 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you know, as soon as you buy that property, you can increase these rent income almost, you can almost double that rent income within 6 months. Then that value is going to jump from 500 to 1.1. You can make an executive decision for yourself. Okay, let me pay this guy 600 because I know other people will, because they have 400 grand value add in this property. So you don't, so that's why cap rate is very important to understand. But uh like you should you should use it very carefully.
Yeah.
Don't ignore the fundamentals of the deal, including the numbers and general aspects of the building, the age and the upgrades and all these good things, the curb appeal, because property on one block away from the beach will sell for 25% less. I'm just making things up, but just as an example.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, so there are a lot of local factors that come with it, the crime rate, schools,
Yeah.
gentrification. So you need to know all these aspects, and the best place to find out about all this is the local brokers. When you deal with apartments, always talk to local big box brokers or small brokers, but experienced brokers like Marcus Millichap, JLL, whoever, we have a welcome group here, or partners, all these major brokers, they are going to have those answers for you. Okay, I have a 25 unit apartment complex in the most ghetto area, but that ghetto area also happens to be very close to downtown. So I'm trying pad split on that. And if that works, the numbers will really hit it out of the park. So once I try that, I can tell. But that's whenever, I mean, I'm pretty much cornered on that deal because of the certain things going wrong. So I'm getting creative about it. So, but once, if my creativity works, that will become the new model. Then I'll look for more deals in that area to do the same thing with.
Right,
So,
well, you see, like, I guess corporate companies coming
correct.
in, you said gentrification coming in, and maybe
Yeah.
it may get a wish now, but you're still gonna have the growth around the area that'll bring value to the building, I guess, right? Or to the
My suggested path for any new investor is learn underwriting, make your numbers, I mean, learn your numbers properly, learn promoting yourself, and then learn how to find good deals. Do one mediocre deal, build your confidence, and then start adding creativity and then dominate, because and it's a 5-year process minimum.
Mhm.
Like someone who started last year and making millions this year is always false marketing, always, like 99.99%. And I meet these fake virtual millionaires all the time in all these groups. I mean, they make you look bad because, I mean, not make you look bad, sorry. They make you feel you are discouraged by listening to their big numbers, and because they are inflated, they don't make sense. And every year they are growing, but nothing, like you can't see anything in their life that will work as a proof of what they are saying. I'm not saying flashy cars or anything, but they are not able to answer or add value to anyone's lives in the real sense. Like if you can't answer two questions, that then I don't believe anything you're saying. That's how. So be very careful of all these people, and they are everywhere. Unfortunately, because of social media, it's just everything is you don't know what to believe these days. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
good luck. That
100%.
was a good point about
I was
Charlotte.
I was curious about that because my question is something else. It has nothing to do with multifamily. But I have a friend who reached out to me asking me my opinion on a particular property that she's looking at. That's not what I sent in.
Yeah,
And when he brought up his deal and what you guys were talking about in Alabama, kind of sparked a question. I'm gonna look at this a little differently.
yeah. Let's
Um,
look at your deal
so
while you're.
that's mine. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm trying my best to kind of
No,
plug
that's
numbers
okay.
in.
And
So a quick, if you click on it, it should take you to that. Yep. To
Yeah,
Zillow.
no problem.
So this property, although it doesn't say it, it just went on foreclosure 3 days ago. And the agent didn't tell me. He didn't put
So
it in
it
broker
just it's
notes.
sold
Yeah.
in foreclosure or
It just went into foreclosure 3 days ago.
okay, so it's not. I mean, it's still available.
It's available, right? But I looked in another access that I have there. It'll say, I don't think, oh, I didn't link it on there. Those are just, if you scroll to the second page, you'll see some comps. And the only history behind this happens to be the area that I grew up in as a kid. So I'm
Yeah.
familiar with the houses. I don't want to call this a lipstick fix because most of the comps in there still have popcorn ceilings, and I'm thinking of offering that number right there that you see up there.
Okay.
But I'm a little,
So these are all real pictures, right?
yeah, those are real pictures. I'm gonna go see it on Monday in person. So it needs kitchen, bathrooms. And I know he's got an illegal ADU right there. You just passed it. It's very common for the area. Up to the right. You see that little kitchen with
Oh, this one?
like a microwave? Yeah. And then he has the audacity to tell me, oh yeah, it's just a sink. I'm like, no, dude, that's like a freaking code violation. That's not just a sink. But again, very common for the area. This is an area where a lot of Cuban immigrants migrated 100 million years ago.
Okay.
It's considered like a whole country in South Florida, but I laugh because that's where I grew up in. And I'm just familiar. And the houses do sell for a decent amount of money. They last in the market about 6 months. My only question was that now that it's in foreclosure, and he didn't disclose it, I guess he technically didn't have to. I kind of find that on my own. I don't know what questions to ask. I'm gonna go on property records after, do a little bit more diligence.
Yeah,
due
so
diligence.
I mean, check with them if it's in foreclosure, that means they're hurting for sure. Schools
It is,
look
it is.
good.
And then he texts me back. He's like, oh, we have several, what was it that he said? He goes, we have several
Several
offers on the
offers.
table already. Yeah.
What
So
are
I'm
you
gonna go see
planning
it
to
on
do with
Monday
it?
with a contractor, huh?
Are you planning to flip this or hold
Yes,
it?
very important. Yes, I should have said that from the beginning. That's exactly what I'm planning to do, flip it.
Yeah.
And put it back on the market myself. I'm being super conservative. I'm not looking to make $100,000 off of this. It's not, the margins are not there. I am using hard money. I plan on using gap funding as well. I'm already pre-approved with 3 lenders. Kiavi being one of them, and then two others. So I'm just deciding whether I'm gonna do 85%, 90 or 95, because they all, I could possibly get just the whole thing funded without having to pay monthly interest payments.
Okay.
So my only thing is I still believe it or not, although I'm licensed and I've never used my license to do anything in Florida. I just used it for this and just to learn. I still struggle with comps. I see some comps at 530, then I see other comps like at 490, 500. I'm like, maybe I'm looking into it too much, and by the way,
Yeah.
here, I think I was using the 70%, like ARV times 70 minus rehab costs. I think that's how I came
Okay.
up with that number. I'm not sure if
So
70% is even the right number.
50,000, I will tell you, is probably not very conservative. Rather, it's more realistic, I feel like, because
Yeah, I'm
do
going
you have
inside
your
because I don't
realtor
know what I'm
portal?
thinking. Yeah.
Do you have your realtor portal to run comps? We can run it together.
How do I do that?
Like if you have your MLS access,
Oh, yeah.
pull it up. Yeah.
And then I share my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna get real. Give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah, because I feel like usually in immigrant areas, the values are pretty solid. And if you exactly give them what they want, then selling the house may not be as hard.
As hard as I think. I mean, I feel, again, the only reason I'm doing this, it's 20 minutes from where I live. It's my backyard. It's where I grew up in. And I see the house.
Remember what they said in, like, you don't have to design the house all the way, but if you just give people a white box, clean up to current, like
standards,
it should
or
be comparable to current standards.
Right.
Those blonde floors, white walls. I think that should sell pretty quickly.
Okay, so I'm in my portal. So I go back to the, hold on. I go here. I think I tried this once. There you go. And I couldn't figure it out. Oh God. Wait. Oh. Here we go. I hit share, right? Share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh God.
So you click share and then you click on the window that has the.
Oh, okay. Because I have 72 windows open. Okay.
Or you can click on an entire screen. Either one's fine.
I got it. I think I just found it. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Can you guys see it?
1 second. It's loading. Yes.
Okay. You can see. Okay. So I'm going to hit here. Comparable.
Okay, perfect. You have matrix. So go to search at the top.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's a little different.
Because I can hit where it says view
just
properties, and it'll give me.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what it shows.
Trust me, I'm not even fabulous at this. Oh, sorry. Hold on. No, because I think it logged me out. Hold on a second. Ah. Wait. Where's my MLS number? I think it's this one. Oh gosh.
Okay, don't worry. Go to search for 1 second. Just hover on search.
Okay.
Okay, go to. Okay, yours is a little different.
It is very different.
Okay, single family condo. RE1, RE2. That's the one.
Yep.
Okay, click on that. Go to, okay, the 0.25 miles, change that to half a mile. And type in your address, 2649 West 70th. Next to it. Yeah. No, to the next one.
Yeah, no, here, I had to put the street number here, and then. But if
miles of, because your location looks like it goes up here, no, right?
No. If I type in the street number and everything, it should pop up. But if I had the MLS number, I don't have it in front of me. I could just
type in MLS then if you want.
Yeah, hold on a second.
You want the MLS number?
Yes, much easier. It's one of these.
MLS number is 0617 6516.
0617 okay.
Okay, click out.
No, wait. Hold on a second.
Okay, go back to criteria. No, right there, criteria. No, where? No.
There.
Let me request control 1 second, if you don't mind.
Did you get the request, Giselle?
No,
I haven't sent it. 1 sec. I can't find where it is.
To request control.
Oh, I got it. Got it?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, where is your matrix?
Hold on. Here's the MLS number. Hold on. This is much easier like this. Give me a second.
Oh, wow. I have a different MLS here. Oh, sorry. I was looking at that previous property.
No, hold on. Let me just, here we go. Hold on. I got it because this is much faster. I hate, here we go. That's the MLS 117-33996. So here we go. So once I do that and I click on this.
Okay.
Now, if you want to play, so if I hit view comparable properties.
Okay, let's see because I don't use it like that. I just build my own.
Oh,
click on that.
Or we can go to the map, but this is
no, it's okay. Just click on that for now.
I do this, view comparable properties, and then here we go. And then what here on the far left, it'll give you everything from the mileage, non-NMS sales, pending, off market. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. So 1146. So it's showing you properties all the way up to 1600 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so just look at 12, 20, all
Actually, I
these
can
are.
sort it and make these smaller, right?
Yeah.
Because I have it sorted here by status date, I guess, by like the last, like, not really. I can sort it by,
Where is the actual status of the property? Sold or active, or what is it?
right now, it's the first one here, it's active.
No, but how do you know if it's active? If it
Oh,
has.
because when you click on it, you see it. Watch. So you
Okay,
click on
no,
it
no,
right,
it says right there. I found it.
okay, right there, status active. And
Correct.
nowhere
No, no,
else.
but I'm talking about in the report.
Oh, in which report? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
let me try something. Okay, 1 second.
Okay. There. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is so cool. I don't know you can do this. This is fabulous.
Okay, so this is the status, non-MLS pending active. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
click on that
Yes.
for now. Okay, so these are all active. These are the closed sale, and
Mm-hmm.
these are our real comps. So, but this is 16, this is 13, 1250. Okay, these are the real comps, and they sat on the market for. Okay, can't tell. Does it show how many days on market here?
If you go up and you right click, you can add a column. DOM, days on market.
Where do you go here?
You can do it. I don't want to mess it up, but in any of those, you can right, I think you can right click. Oh, maybe not. Why doesn't it let you do it?
Okay, let me try it my way real quick.
Okay, play, yep, do your thing.
Let's try that. Okay.
Oh my God, I've never learned that. That's so cool.
So that's the real, like, basic way to run comms. And where is square footage, living area, adjusted? I
I'm
don't
gonna take a picture of this. Hold on a second. Every class that I've been to for, at the associations, they don't teach you this stuff at all.
Really?
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh. You have no idea. It's like a classroom of like 500 people. No one knows what they're doing. So I've learned as I go to the best of my ability, watching YouTube videos, watching.
Uh-oh.
Oh, then you can click on Miami-Dade County. Do you have to do that or no?
No, it's okay. These are all in half-mile radius.
Half mile? Okay.
But this we want to be less than 1998, 1995.
This house, most of these are all like 86, 87, 88. And
Okay. Do you see days on market here anywhere?
but I know there's a way of adding it.
Rajasthan.
What happens if you hover between the both lines and then you right click?
No, it's not.
God, there's a way of doing it. I know I've done it before.
No,
Or
it's
I've
okay.
seen them do it. Where you literally, maybe you're right. Maybe it was up here. I think maybe it was in the little thing here.
Okay.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is remove all the.
I think it was back in results. There was something that said manage display.
Okay, show us
Okay,
where
where
it's
was
all
it?
are together here.
It was right next to like the settings icon, that little box with a.
There you go. There you go. Maybe no, 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 no. Oh my gosh, I know there's a way of, because I've done it where you add an additional column.
It's okay. So we can go in it now and see.
It'll say
So
DOM.
these are all closed sales area. See, these are all CS and these are pending.
How did it sort it for you?
No, it's already came in sorted, but that's fine. So The
Okay,
closed
okay, by
sale.
closed sales, CS, okay.
Okay, so they are all, so some of them are lower. Let's pick the one like this, for example.
Maybe that's why I came up with that number.
Okay, so clean and nice
Mm-hmm.
tile, white.
Yep.
This is what your house needs to look like.
And that kitchen looks a little original.
Yeah,
Slightly,
older maybe,
but
but yeah, they
right.
have done something.
All these houses, like within a mile or two or three, it's like they're all cookie cutter. See how it says they're all like little subdivisions that all look the
Oh,
same.
your sharing turned off.
Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh,
No, it's
no.
okay. But we got the idea. So just
Oh my
check for one
gosh,
more
stop.
thing.
Okay.
Check for one more thing, which is days on market. And if the days on market looks good, I think you have no problem at those numbers.
Days on market less than 6 months. This is what I saw when I really had to.
6 months is a lot, but I mean, I think there must be a filter for days on market. You can put days on market for under 60 days. And if the results don't change a lot, then I think it's a good, overall, it's a good deal, good area. But in general, if like you're saying, if it's very heavily populated with immigrants, usually those are not bad.
First time home buyers,
Yeah.
FHA buyers, only because again, that's what happened to me 3 years
And yeah,
ago.
it's a small home good for first time home buyers in the affordability zone. So a lot of good things, a lot of things are going for it. So yeah, I don't see why. I mean, you'll have a problem.
The only thing is that's on foreclosure. Now I have to just make a bid and see
Correct.
if it's meant for me or not.
Make a bid, get a hard money lender lined up real quick.
Yeah,
Contact Jada for this. Jada can help you line up a lender.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Any
you know
other
what?
deals we got?
That's right, Jada, because you don't do second lien, you just do first.
Yes.
You can add second lien later.
Well, yeah, I just need a second for the gap funding. That's all.
Yeah. So gap funder can be your partner in the deal, and then you can later add them as a
A lien position.
lien
Yeah.
position.
Yeah. I got you.
So to close the loop on Arman's deal, by the way, Arman, I don't think it's a great deal. At least I'm not the buyer for it. I'm sure there is a buyer for it out there somewhere. The problem is it's an older building with not enough value add, which is what I'm looking for. But if someone wants to just park their money, there may be a good, opportunity outside.
Mhm. Cool.
Okay.
We do
Good. Good luck, Giselle.
Yeah, and if you need any help,
Thank you so much. That was really impressive
course.
what you just did, and you're not even in Florida. Like, seriously? Thank you so much. You're able to
Of
go
course.
into somebody's MLS and just play with it. Thank you. I'm so
Oh yeah, but
appreciative.
it's the same MLS. We have the same
They all kinda
background.
look the
Like the
same, right?
matrix is usually the most common base for all MLSs.
Oh, see, so it's the
Yeah.
same. Yeah, it looks the same. Thank you so much. That was really helpful. I'm gonna play with
Of
it.
course,
When
of
I get
course.
off, I'll play with it. Thank you so much.
yeah.
All right. Anything else we got pending, Jada?
We
Otherwise,
have
we can.
one gentleman, Israel, who has a
Okay.
question.
Okay, what's up, Israel?
Hey Kai, how are you, my friend?
Hey, good.
I had a quick question. How hard is it to get IRS liens released from properties? Or how easy is it to get
Which
IRS?
state are we talking?
Florida.
Florida. Okay, is that the only? So IRS liens, and don't quote me on this, I think they drop off after 10 years automatically.
Okay.
So there is a certain thing called like a lien priority or something. And IRS liens automatically fall off after a certain time, if I'm not wrong. But the best person to contact for that is Scott Horn. Scott Horn also has a course he teaches for about liens and how to play with liens. And so sometimes you can buy liens and foreclose on properties and get properties, and there is a lot of creativity in that space, and it's very untapped area overall.
Okay.
Uh,
Holmes, Homes, is his last name?
Scott Horn, Horne.
Got you. All right. Is he within the community?
Well, he's a big lawyer. I don't think, he has his own community.
Okay.
But look him up. He's out of Dallas, and if you need introduction, I can make you one. He's my business partner in Dallas area.
Got you. Got you. Okay. All right. I'll look him up. I think. Thank you for that tip.
Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck.
Thanks,
All
everyone.
right, guys.
Wait, we have
Sorry.
one more question, but
Yeah,
before
for sure.
it's gonna be Juan, so I'll wait for him to come up. But if everybody isn't in our Facebook group yet, please join. I love the group and I'm working to post more and create more of a community. But yeah, this is where you can invite people so you don't always have to worry about, hey, what's the Zoom link or whatever it may be, because you can just send them the Facebook invite. I post about the group coming up all the time. If you guys ever have questions and you don't want to wait till these Saturday calls, you can post them on the group. So
Yes,
join.
that's actually great. Point.
All right, Juan, what you got?
Hey, it was just about the second property I submitted. I wasn't able to finish underwriting. I'm just not sure.
What was the address?
It
I
I don't know
was,
forwarded
if I. Oh, the Jasmine Trace.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, let me see. So that one, I'm just gonna read through your packet real quick. 9900 STR. Okay, that's a good number. Principal, interest, everything. So PITI is 3600. So this deal is probably much better than the other one, only because the short-term rental and long-term rentals both will make sense in this case. Let's show it to everyone. Okay, so this is the deal. 1563 Southwest Jasmine Trace. I don't know why it's Jasmine Trace only. But Palm City, Florida, 1.4 million. That's the reason it is so low is because the interest rate is so low. And they are willing to take this offer already?
Well, I was trying to structure an offer for them because the thing with this one is that because I offered them cash, it was a cash initial just to open up a discussion, and they were willing to go a lot lower.
Okay.
But the thing is, I think it needs the only way it would really work is as an ovation though. Because I'm not sure why it hasn't sold yet, because it's been on market for a while. But I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
given it's $1 million, it's they take longer to just overall to sell. It's hard to find buyers. But the other thing is the I found this out recently is the rentals, they're good. It's just that the HOA requires you to own it for a little bit before you can actually rent. So there's no let me double check actually. She sent me some docs.
Hmm. So many Florida deals suddenly last few days. Oh. But yeah, these numbers are very strong, 100%. So one way to buy this deal without having to go through those hoops that you just explained is on a land contract. I mean, sorry, land trust. What am I saying?
Mhm.
If you have the seller put it on land trust and then sell you, make you the owner of the trust, then nobody will know the sale happened.
Interesting.
Okay. So
And
that way you can rent it right away.
okay. And in that case, yeah, those numbers would work.
Yes.
Very
But
okay.
check, I would check rent comps. I mean, maybe short-term rental might already be working there.
Mhm.
But it might take a little longer to rent this type of properties.
Long,
So
yeah.
check how long it's going to sit on the market. Check with local realtor, or if you have MLS access, check days on market for rentals.
Okay.
STR is looking good overall. I just don't trust STR because, again, like I said
Yeah.
previously,
It
it's
can
an
fluctuate,
operator
yeah.
game now. It's not because there's so much inventory in the market. The only good operators actually thrive.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's a good deal though. Looks like a good deal for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Anybody else? Anything?
I know we had Gwendolyn that had,
Hand raised. Yeah, I saw it. She
yes.
took it away off. Maybe it was in by accident. But yeah, if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, please do so. We do. Giselle posted a photo that shows days on market. Oh, it's fantastic, Giselle. They are all 30 to 60 days. There is 190 days. That's just an anomaly. Also, it's sold at a lot less because probably needed work. So
Oh,
I think you're fine in
and
that
it
area.
looks like it's a condo too. Yeah. The one
Yes.
for, thank you. You literally have helped me. This is embarrassing. My own brokerage can't help me with this. This is crazy. I'm going to take a picture because I'm posting this.
Yes,
Cheese,
thankfully.
everyone. Cheese. Israel, nice to meet you, by the way. I'm in Doral, and I know you had a great meeting last week. Hold on. Am I doing this right? I think I am.
You're great.
All right, you guys are
Thank you,
fire. I hope to
guys.
see you
Y'all
at
have
Squatto.
fun. Enjoy your weekend.
You guys are
And
amazing.
keep posting your questions. We'll answer as we go. And see you
Yes.
guys next Saturday again.
And at Squatto. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And at Squad Up. We'll
One
see you.
question
Thank
real quick.
you.
What was the Facebook group?
Oh, over here. And I posted it. So this is our Underwriting Power Hour Facebook group. Definitely join.
And add as many people as you can to that group, because
I
it's
will.
it's not another Facebook group where people just come and spam each other. This is a real valued group where we manage it. We manage every post. We don't let it spam, and make sure
Awesome.
the value is managed properly. Value addition.
Amazing.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Good
So
luck,
much.
guys. Take care. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Buddy, thank you, Chai.
Have a good one.
Have a great weekend, guys.